Hi, my name's Sue. This is Sue Maree P. I'm going to share my best ever spelt naan. It's soft and fluffy and it's got no dairy. So step one, I've got 50 grams of warm water. That's warm to touch. I'm going to throw in, that was half a teaspoon of sugar, and I've got 5 grams or 1.5 level teaspoons of yeast. This is a great way to check if your yeast is activated. If you know it's fresh and you've got instant yeast, you can throw all the ingredients together. That's going to let that sit here for 5 minutes to bubble. So in the large bowl, I've got 300 grams of white spelt flour, and I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of salt. Now you can do it on your stand mixer, but I'm going to do it and show you how to do it manually. This is all bubbly and the sugar's dissolved, so I'm going to throw that in. I'm going to add in 50 grams or 1/4 cup of soy milk. You can add your favourite plant milk or you can add more water. And I've got some olive oil here. This is optional. You can do your own choice of fat. You could do vegan butter, another type of oil. I just find that adding the oil makes the dough nice and moist. I'm just going to go in with my hands now and bring it together. And if you think, oh no, Sue, mine's looking too dry, do I need more water? And you can add a little bit more water, which I will do today. So I'm just going to grab my jug, but just do a little bit at a time. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. I think we might need 1 more. We don't want the dough to be too sticky, but we also don't want it to be too dry. I actually think it needs 1 more tablespoon of water. So you can either leave it in this bowl, or what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use another bowl. I've greased this with oil. I like this one because I can check exactly how much it's risen. I'm going to let it rise for 1 hour, 60 minutes. This is nice and fluffy now, and I'm going to divide it into 6 pieces. And next to me I've got my cast iron pan heating up. We're not going to weigh these, we're just going to do it by eye. And I've got some rice flour on my bench here. We're just going to flatten them and roll it into a little ball. And I'm going to start cooking the first one, so I'm just going to put this on my bench and roll it with my rolling pin. And you can do round shapes, you can do slightly oval. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to manipulate that a little bit into a round shape with my hand. And what I like to do is, I've got a little bit of olive oil just here. I'm going to brush it with the olive oil on one side. I know this isn't healthy, but it does make it taste better. And pop it down in my fry pan. I wait till it's all bubbly. And I just add a little bit of olive oil to this side. Now, the traditional way is to add ghee, which is a clarified butter. But I don't have ghee in the house, so I'm just using olive oil. We'll get the next one ready. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can just flatten it by hand too. It just will be a little bit thicker. I'll do a really thin one this time. So we've got bubbles appearing. I probably should have made this one a little bit thinner. Let's have a look. Look how golden brown that is. I'm going to throw this other one in, brush it with some oil. We'll take this one out. And then I just cover it with a cloth. Got all these lovely bubbles appearing. I've finished cooking all my naan. I ended up doing a double batch. So what I do is, as I'm cooking them, I pop it between some paper and then I rest it here with a cloth over it to keep it soft. I've just separated some so I can take some photographs, and I'm just going to open one. Now I've done most of these quite thin because my husband likes them quite thin, but just gauge how thick or thin you like them. This is so soft and tasty. We're going to have this for dinner tonight with a curry. Hope you've enjoyed my Spelt Naan soft, dairy-free recipe today. Let me know in the comments below if you give it a go. Hit the thumbs up, share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe. And you can become a member over at suemareep.com where you get extra recipes. We have 2 versions, a paid membership where you get more videos, more recipes, or you can do a free membership where you get a few more recipes than what I do on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hej då from Sweden.